All right, so we are recording this now. All right. Now for this one, I'm gonna sketch this roof. Uh, let's use let's do this one. So you could sketch this in the meantime while I'm doing this. Right. Yeah, so sketch your roof outline looking something like this. All right. You have something looking at this?
Yes, sir.
All right. What is the first rule again that we need to follow?
Make the largest rectangle.
Draw the largest possible rectangle. Yeah. So the largest possible rectangle would be here, would be among here, right? That's
Yes,
true.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. This would be the largest possible rectangle. The next step is to draw a complete set of roof framework from that in sketch, all right? So we're gonna start here. We're gonna use our compass. In AutoCAD, you just use circle, click here and go to the end. Circle, center right here, click here to get the circle right here in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, you do something like this. You have something like this in AutoCAD. AutoCAD. And then you just go line L enter and you snap onto the node point right here. So line, click here, click there, and you'd have gotten this point. So in setting up, you then ensure that your node is on. Your node is on, right? Then you get that part. So this part is done. You then go up here and do the same thing. You do the same thing. Transfer this distance here. You get the 45. Yeah. Then you draw a line from here to here to complete the roof framework, the hip roof, to complete that first thing. We know that this one here will cut off at some point in time. Why? Because this end is not generated from a corner. So we know at some point in some place on this line will merge with another roof line, which will cut off at a point. Yeah? You have this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so our next step now is to go back to this here. And we know that this ridge has to run, it's gonna run into this. It's gonna be run into this. So we're gonna find the pitch for this roof. Again, we use half the distance of this side, half that distance, half that distance, half that distance. And we mark that point right here. So we use this to get that distance. We get that point right there, that point there. Yeah. Then we draw our first construction line right here. First line right there. Yeah. And of course, we remember that the ridge must always be parallel. The ridge must always be parallel to the longer side. Yeah. The ridge must always be parallel to the longer side. Very important. So we draw this here part line here. Draw this line here until it cuts here. Yeah. Now at the point where this line meets that line is where this hip rafter stops, right here. So this hip rafter stops right here, stops here. Yeah. And in like manner, this corner right here automatically joins at this point right here. Or it is at the same angle like this. So in AutoCAD, you could even copy this from here to here. And again, it is important to note that this line basically bisects this angle as well. So this line bisects this angle either this way or that way. So remember the hip rafters always bisect the angle. Always bisect the angle, right? So that goes up to that. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm like so curious to see your drawing, son. Really, really curious. No, the next step would be to start to brighten up. So I want to start to brighten up from here. I want to brighten up from here, from here to here, from here to here. This point to that point, here to there. So this ridge meets that ridge right there. Then from here to there. Then from here to there. And we could then go ahead and brighten up even from here to there. Brighten up this. Brighten up that with our outline. Brighten up this as well. Brighten up that as well. And go on to brighten up this part. Then we go from here, that point, there, here. We then brighten up this part as well. From here, we brighten that part. And we end up with our roof outline.
Oh,
So in this case, we would have zinc, or this roof would pitch in this direction. Pitch here. This would also pitch in that direction. Pitch or slope. This is slope in that direction. This is slope here. This is slope in that direction. This is slope here. And this is slope in that direction. Yeah. That would be our roof. Yeah. What time is it now? I would want to do at least do two more. You don't mind?
mm,
Let me see what time is it now. It's now. What time is it now?
I'm gonna go get another paper. Goodness.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get another blank paper.
okay, yes. Well, you could do it in your book, you know. You have AutoCAD book. You could do it in your AutoCAD book if you want, man. No problem. All right. But what if I'm use on blank paper? Fine, no problem. But make sure to keep all those papers, all right? Keep all those papers, okay? Make sure to keep all those papers safe.
Okay, sir. I have a folder, so I'll put them in
Yeah,
there.
great. Now, let me get another blank sheet and move on to another drawing. Now, for this one, we are gonna You have one that's shaped like this. Hold on, shape. You have this one that shapes like this, pretty much similar to what we had before. Oh, what did one similar to that before? No, you know, yeah. All right, let me add a little,
Okay, we
a
didn't
little more to this one. Let me add a little more to this. Let me add a little more to this one. All right, let's add this to it. So the first one looks just like that. Yeah, let's add a little bit more to this one. Something like this. Adding some more to it, all right? Adding some more to this. All right. So sketch this, and then we move on, all right? You have this sketch out now, Jeremiah?
No, sir. Almost done. I'm just doing two more lines.
Yes, you have this sketch out? Oh, all right.
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay, good. Now, looking at this again, the first thing is to do is to look to see where we can get the largest possible rectangle to be formed. Yeah, and from that, the largest rectangle would be created from here, here, coming down here, going across here, and back to there. Yeah, this would be the largest possible rectangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And our ridge would be along the longer side, which would be here. Yeah, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So now our next step would be to focus on these 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Again, we would use AutoCAD. We would draw a circle here, or if you're using traditional method, you would have this here, then to that there. So you will transfer this distance onto this, then you draw a line from here to there, then one from here to there. And of course, we find the middle of that point as well, which should be the same distance here from there. We get this point. We join from here to there. And we join from here to there as well. So we get those points. And of course, our ridge, which is right here, which is right here. You have that as well. All right. Am I going too fast?
No, sir.
Okay, so do you have this part already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. So our next move now would be to apply the same principle here. Find the center of this and get that point, get that right there. Mark this point right here. Mark this point right here. Then join from here to there. And from here to there. And then, of course, once you have done that, our next step is to draw our ridge board parallel to the side right here, parallel to this. So we draw a parallel line all the way up until it cuts this hip rock right here. Yeah, so we draw this parallel to this line here. And remember, the golden rule is that any hip rafter that is not generated from a corner like here, a part of it will be removed, or the excess must be removed. All right, so we do that. Our next step now is to, in like manner, this, all right, let me brighten up this first. Let me brighten up this first. We then go here, brighten that part, come here, brighten that part. And at this point, at this point here, so this tip rafter would end at this point right here, end here, and then it would meet into this ridge right here. So now, it is important to note that the roof must be designed in a way that when the pitch from one side would go onto the other, which will allow the water to run off the roof. And this is something that I will discuss a little bit more details with you. All right. So this would be a valley right here, which is here. And of course, all corners must be bisected. And a rafter must run from every corner basically. So this one here, this corner here, from there, you have that. We come here, we could brighten up this as well, go there. But this one doesn't go to the end. Again, this one is not generated from a corner. So this one will stop somewhere, right? So let's see where this one will stop. Again, we find the midpoint here, midpoint of this. Get this point here. Get this point right here. Draw a line from here to there. Line from here to there. Then we're gonna draw a line parallel to this line. Parallel to this line. In some cases, like in this case, the parallel line ends right at this point. Ends right here. Which means that this line, it doesn't exist or will not be drawn. We're gonna delete this one. Then we're gonna join from here to this point right here to this point here. Yeah. And our roof will be done. So this one has to go because it wasn't generated from a corner and it didn't cut into anywhere. So it has to go. Yeah. So it must be generated from a corner and it must cut onto a ridge board for it to be recognized. And
Yes,
this
sir.
would be from here. This would be joined from that. This would come from this point all the way out to there. And this comes from here up to that point. And this comes from here, this to there, this to there, and this comes from here to there. This from this corner to here, we brighten up that. We also brighten up this one from here to there, and from here to there, here to there. Right? This is basically the outline for the roof. I will be doing one more and then let you go, all right? I'll send you that file for you to practice those drawings. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm done this one.
Yeah. All right. So this is that. And I'll be showing you how to pitch your rafters. Your rafters would be from here, there, after there. They would go over on that side as well. Remember, you always start your rafter at the corner right here. I did not follow that rule just now. Always draw these ones first. and then we offset to get those. Right? So that would basically be that. I might show you to do one more really interesting one, and then we call it that. Oh, probably two more. And then, well, after that, you would pretty much you'd have covered everything that you need to cover for roof. Of course, you will need to watch that video for the additional details, all right? Very important. So this one is a bit different from the others. Well, slightly different, but it applies a different principle, slightly different principle. This one has so we have this here. At note, I deliberately draw one side shorter than the other side. So in this case, the angles are not square or at 90 degrees. All right. Let me know when I sketch that, all right? So I can proceed.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I am. That's too loud. I'm recording. Okay?
Yes, sir, I'm done.
Okay. Now, first thing is to apply the basic rule. Find a center here. Get that point. So, get that line. Get this line as well for that side.
Yes, sir. I have that.
Then draw this. Now, here is a little different. And here is where another rule applies, which says that the angle, the ridge, the rafter must bisect the angle that is formed here. It must. So whatever this angle is, this must bisect it. So we bisect that angle. And if you're using AutoCAD to bisect this angle quickly, you could simply draw a circle here, then trim the excess right here, trim the excess to form to get this right here. a midpoint would have been created here. You then use ray, click here and then click here to draw a straight line through this. Or just draw a line from here through that. All right, that's a quick way. Or you could use XL bisect. XL, which is construction line, then choose the bisect feature, then touch the vertex here, then touch this line, touch that line, and it will bisect this. Of course, there are some other long, elaborate ways which I don't really teach. I only teach the shortest technique possible to get this bisector here. Same thing apply here. You draw a line through the center of this. You're using sketch, so you would you could even if you have a compass, you could also do that. Well, if you have a compass, you bisect the angle. To bisect the angle, let me show you how to bisect an angle. You draw a line here. Draw a line here. The line would cut at 2 points. 1 point there, next point there. You would then place a compass there, scribe an arc from this point. Without changing the compass radius, you go to the side, scribe a second arc there. At the point where both arc meet is the bisector. So you draw a line from here through there. But of course, I'm using sketch, so I'm not going to all that fancy technique. Now, it is important to know that with this technique, both of these will eventually fall at the same place. They would all meet at the same place right here, or should meet at the same place here. If they do not meet at the same place, it means that something is off. You then go ahead and brighten up from here to there, that this on that side, come back, go there, then from here to there, and we have that. We then use that. And this is our roof. Yep. This is our roof. Yeah. In a case like this, we would not draw the rafters. The rafters would not be drawn perpendicular to this line as the rule dictates. We would draw it like this. The rafters would be like this. Again, start with that. Mark off here 600. Offset that 600. Yeah. And you start by drawing this at this angle, then these would fall in place there. Again, these would be at 600 at 600 apart, and they would eventually meet here like that. Yeah, so it would look something like that in reality. Yeah. So only one to go for this class, only one to go. The next class, we will go a little bit more in this, or probably no. Next class, I'll be touching on foundation. Foundation is basically, well, probably half a class, not necessarily a full class. Yeah. Now, the one that I want to touch is a little bit more interesting. It's as pretty much as difficult as roofs will get. You know, the good thing is roof can be difficult. I've seen professional really mess up roof really good because they don't understand the basic principle. You know, once you understand roof, once you understand the principle, you're good to go. So there's a rule for everything. Once you follow the rule, you shouldn't have any problem. So this one is a bit more interesting. So again, we will simply follow the golden rules that governs roof. Yeah. So we have this. Are we there? No, I wouldn't expect you to draw this so quick. So let me give you a little time to draw this, all right? Let me know when you're done with that.
Okay, sir.
You're done?
No, sir.
Okay. I was saying that would be impossible.
Oh, wait, this one does look tricky. Finish, sir.
Oh, great. Now, what is our first step?
Divide the shape into the largest rectangle.
Mm-hmm. And in this case, it would have been, let me see, let me see. Hmm.
Oh, sir, that don't look like it gonna work right now.
Yeah, this one is a little um tight. Yeah. Let me see. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. I could cut it like that. I could cut it. I could cut it this. I could cut it this way. We cut it here. Come here. Come across here and go up here. That's another one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
could go that way. What do you think? Go with this one.
Yes, sir. I should go with
Oh,
that one.
yeah. By the way, yours might look slightly different from mine because your measurements might not be exactly as exactly as mine. Yeah. So bear that in mind. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's say for example, I work with it that way. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reproduce this using that method. Probably not right now because they might be tired. I'm sure they might be tired and exhausted. They might, you know. So my next step is so this will be my first my rectangle. I'm gonna of course go through and apply the principle. This one's a little bit long, so I probably should. All right, let me not. All right, guess what? In a case like this, if you're using freehand sketch, this is how you can bisect a line or find the midpoint of a line real quick. Look at this. In subsequent class, I will be showing you how to use a sketch for your freehand style geometry. That will be based heavily on sketch. Yeah. So look at this now. This distance is up very much. It's a little long, and I'm not quite sure exactly where midpoint is. So I grab a line, I grab a piece of paper, and I mark off this mark off distance right there. Then I fold the paper at both of the marks and create a crease on the paper. Create a crease right here. So these are the two marks, both marks right there. I crease the paper, and this now give me the center for it. So I can simply here's the center. So I can simply mark off the center real quick. Use that. Here will be the center. And I could then use that to get a perfect, a more accurate distance there. You get me? So you can
Yes.
use that to bisect or to find the midpoint between a distance. Get a piece of paper, mark off 2 points, then fold it by aligning both marks, and at the point where it creases is the midpoint. Yeah, it's a technique. So
Yes,
I've
sir.
done that. This seems, I need to determine which part of this is longer because this should be the pitch should be on the shorter side. Yeah. So let me proceed. This seems to be, this looks squarish. This looks squarish. Yeah, this looks square. So let's assume this is square. Let's assume that this is square. All right. Again, this roof is this roof is not simple. It's a very complex roof. This is as complex as roof will get, but with the basic principle, you'll be able to solve any roof, any complex roof. All right. So you
Yes,
have
sir.
this right? Oh, wrong place. This goes down to here, down to this point here. So let me know if you have this, all right? So we have that. So this part is done. Our next step is to tackle one of this side. I want to tackle this side. So for that, I will be using this piece of paper again to find a midpoint because I'm not quite sure this distance that is a little long. From here to here, here to here. And the midpoint would be here. I'm using this paper to get the midpoint again, to get the midpoint. And that midpoint would be here. Of course, I could could bisect the line, but I want to teach a new technique where you can use paper as a compass and as a drawing aid. So we have this. Now I'm going to draw my parallel line, which is along here, to get this side. Yeah. So remember now this is, I need to draw this. This goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there. This comes to here. And here is a major point. It's one of a major point right here. It's a major point right there. Major point right there. So remember that this end doesn't originate from a corner. So this end will stop right here. That is good. So we could go ahead and brighten up this part of it same time. We could brighten up from here to here. Well, from here to here first. Let me start with here. And then from the ridge to where the ridge cuts that roof. There to there, we have that. And then we could join from here to there. And we could join from here to here to get our valley. That is that. Then from here to there, you could brighten up around there as well. And we could stop there for now. Stop right there for now, right? Now, let us move on to this side. Again, this roof this pitch does not originate from a valley, from a corner, sorry. Neither does this one. So we could tackle either this one, this side, or this side. Any side, same difference. We are the master at our craft. We know what we are doing. All right. We follow the rules. Now, the next step is we're gonna open this to here. And we getting the center for this. Again, we transfer the half of the distance here to the center right here to get that point. That point, yeah. Then we join from here to there, and from here to there, here to there. Yeah, to get that. Our next step is to draw a parallel line here to that. And of course, I'm going to identify this point because everything from here down is removed because that was not generated from an end. So we stop that right there and we bring this there, this to there, that to here. Here. Yeah. And that part is now done. Now onto this piece right here. So this part with we need to draw our valley. Remember, we need to every corner a rafter has to be generated from all the corners. All the corners. All the corners must contain a rafter. So we have that to that, that to that. Now we have another rafter here, and we have a next piece of roof running from here. This piece of roof here. All right. Again, we apply the principle. We get the midpoint here, and we establish that there at the center. We get that point. We then join from here to there, here to there. Then we bring this out like this. So remember this, our ridge must always be parallel to the side right here. So when we bring this up, at the point where it cuts this other hip rafter, we stop. Ridge, where ridge cut hip, we stop. So ridge cut hip, we stop right there. We get that. And of course, we bring this down to here. That stops right there. This comes here. This comes across to here. And this comes across to here as well. And this automatically falls in place. This automatically falls in place. So the roof pretty much communicates to you basically. Yeah, once your roof is right, it communicates with you. Everything, every part simply falls in place. We then draw this line out to here. And this comes here, that goes there. We then brighten up this part. We brighten up that part. And I'm gonna finish off this section. This is our roof. This is our roof. This is our roof. This is our roof. This is it. Again, it might appear as complicated. This is a complex roof, but if you know what you're doing, your complex roof will look as simple as ABC. All right. So again, to get our rafters, I'm gonna do this real quick because time is against us. This would be like here. Um, this is like here. This would be like here. This would run like this. I'm in a rush, guys, so I probably, if I make some mistake on this, forgive me. Forgive me if I do. So this would be like here. Again, I'm in a rush. If I make mistake on this one, I will correct it later. Hopefully I haven't. Again, the roof, pretty much basically top here. So this comes right here. This would be like right here, and this would pretty much runs into that. So if they basically run into each other, if your roof doesn't run into each other smoothly, that means something is not correct. Yeah, your roof basically the roof framework basically communicates to you. Everything is supposed to fall in place. If something doesn't fall in place, it means that one of your rafters is not correct. Yeah. So here we go. Complex rafters roof framework made simple. All right. Again, son, I love to see your drawings. All right. I'm gonna stop this share now. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, tired, I know, right? This is a marathon class. I'm sorry, son. I'm sure you'd have learned something, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's a lot this class. I learned how to do the dimensioning properly. I
yeah,
learned the roofing. And now I'm
yeah.
gonna like 3 assignments now.
Hmm.
So I'll try to
Okay.
finish